Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Breeze now on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. Was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
36. Ready. You waiting?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Monday. Ready. You waiting? Ready for check.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Luke Wilson, 41 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Louis.
Here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
3rd and long. It's gone. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Under 10. Stews. 51 to right. Starting left here. Stews.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Breeze to throw on second down. Flush to his right, and down he'll go at the 25. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a
They had a catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Throwing now is Breeze. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown in a Saints uniform. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throw left side complete. It's Person. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Like 20. 12. 12. 12. 12.
Now Goff on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Louis.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Like 20.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off play action. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Person. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. A quick hitter complete. It's Person. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Going to look deep for Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Breeze now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Powers ahead at the 45. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Wilson has it. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. Now Breeze lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Person. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
We're good. Maverick. 5. Jester. Dula.
Out of the gun. Goff. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
12.
Back to throw. Goff. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
21.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12.
21.
Brees going to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
DC. Slut. 180.
Now gone. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Tiger. Orange.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Room past the 20. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Brees now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Brees. Being chased out left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go.
Back now in Los Angeles. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Person. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Goff now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Super. Tiger. 11. Cal, you won.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, little lady.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to sling this deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Tight end right. Here we go. 120. Hardball. Tiger. Louis. DC. Louis.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. Oh, look at that. A diving catch. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Back to throw, Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Like 20, 2 for 66.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
12. Cut. Like 20. 2 for 66. Hard ball.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. Zerline good with a PAT. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try and...
He's got a man complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
12.
Back to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
you.